women in construction, as I said, are taking chances by the mere fact of just joining this industry. But again, we need to not stop there. We need to lead. So that takes me to the second lesson learned. I hope the first one was not too long. I just have 2 hours more to go. That's it. Anyway, so let's get ready for the second. So the second is about progress. Always think in terms of progress. So I see career progress actually as 3 things, 3 types. So we have progress in terms of learning, technical progress. That's basically when you're in your job, you're learning, you're growing, you're becoming, on a path of delivering the best version of your work. That's progress. Progress type 2 is hierarchy progress or responsibility progress, which is having the chance to lead a team to new levels of productivity, to make a project happen, to be a manager, lead a portfolio. And the third type of progress is financial progress, which is scoring finally that bonus or that raise, in a way having a sense that there is monetary reward that is adequate to the efforts that you're putting in. Speaking of the financial progress, a lot of people say, I like this quote by Joanne Rivers. She says, people say that money is not the key to happiness, but I always figured that if you have enough money, you can have a key made. So we tend to not talk about it, but let's not forget about that financial progress. When you aren't making progress in at least one of those 3, it may be a sign that it's time to move on to another environment. I arrived at that point in my early corporate career. I was excellent at what I was doing, going faster than the expected path, and I could not learn enough to satisfy my curiosity or desire to learn. And I didn't see a connection between my efforts and my progression in the ranks of the company. It's a dilemma in consulting companies, it's a pretty flat organization, and nor my ability to earn more, frankly. So, psychologists call this learned helplessness, which is when you no longer see a correlation between your efforts and the results. I then decided it was time for me to move on and make a change in my environment. Yes, you have to give some time to things. You have to give situations time. But you also have to know when to leave when progress is no longer served.